Okay, so this is almost complete. I will explain after the mix minus. I don't know if you're using the mix minus or not, if you're familiar with this concept, but I will come back a bit later in the afternoon. Okay, so okay, this was my channel that interests me. Okay, I send it to auxiliary number 2. Okay, this is my channel going to auxiliary 2, and this one to auxiliary 3. Okay, now that I did the whole routine, there is another panel which is called output here, output panel. So if you want, you can you press output here,
Gdzie do to?
OP O/P. Yeah, okay, you can check here. So this output panel is the masters of all the auxiliary tracks, main and groups. Okay, so all the channels that I sent previously in aux 1, 2, and 3, here I have the master fader. Okay, so this is aux 1 master, aux 2, and if I want to change the banks, same thing here. Okay, and here I have also a meter of all my outputs. So if this channel 17, I send it to auxiliary 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can see the different signal going there. This is the master, so it's obviously the whole control. Okay, so you have an overview of all your masters. Same for the main. Okay, and if you want to display the groups, you have groups here. Select groups, and you could see the groups here. Okay, so now if you want to simply PFL what is going to the aux, same thing. You need to press the auxiliary, and then you get a bunch of new options here. So for example, aux 1 master, I can PFL what's going there. Pre-fader, I can after fader what's going here. I can listen what's going to the output. So after everything, I can send a tone, okay, directly to auxiliary 1. I can talk to it. If you have a microphone here, you could directly talk, but unfortunately this doesn't work. Yeah.
I've got a question. If I will take this microphone and put it here, will it work? Or it
You need to
doesn't?
ask Igor to patch or something.
Okay.
There's one cable inside the console that you need to plug in one box, and yeah, but it would be nice because this toolback, you could use these buttons. You can talk to anything. If you want to talk to the track, you can talk to it. It's very good to have this, but I don't know why. I think it's TTC who didn't want this, or maybe NTV Plus. I don't know who decided not to have
I
this.
will
But
ask about it.
you can ask, yeah. It's easier to have it here, but I know you have a dedicated one, so maybe that's one they want to.
I've got one question about it. If I will, for example, put this button and here will be
Presenter maybe.
presenter,
Yeah.
yes. He will hear me in her ear, or
You could, if you patch his
I
direct
need-
output, if you patch a direct output, which is his headphone, there with this button you can talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah. If he's in aux 1, then you go to output, aux 1, and then you talk to it. But right now, because the microphone is not there, the toolback unfortunately doesn't work, which is a bit of a shame. So once again, you need to press the masters, and there you get some options here. There's a mute control. Okay, if you don't want to send to aux 1, you can mute directly here. Same for the tracks. You get all your tracks master here. You can change the banks of the tracks, and you can cut directly, or you select one of them. Same thing. However, you have a few more things. What is this? Because the tracks is mostly used for recorders, you get omni settings. So this one, tone omni, means that I can send a tone to all my tracks immediately to calibrate maybe my recorder. Okay. If I just want to send a tone to one of the track, I press track 2 and I say tone to track 2. It says a tone to track number 2. Okay. If I want to talk to everyone, I can talk to all the tracks together also. In case you use the tracks for, I don't know, director, video guy, mixing guy, anything. Okay? Group, same thing. You need to press and you get a bunch of options. And if you want the mains, you click here. And it's the same thing. You can send a tone directly to my main. Okay? I can talk to it. Or PFL was going there. Then there is the last button, which is called assign. This assign button is used to put some delay on the output. Okay? So if I want to put a delay in my auxiliary 2, because this is the headphone of my guy in Brazil, okay? He needs delay on his output. So you press the assign button here. And then you need to call a send routing panel just next to it. It's bizarre, it's a bit complicated, but basically if you press this button, see, nothing happens. So you need to call the send route panel here, or maybe here, it doesn't matter, just next to it. And then you get a view here, which is to assign some delay. So you need to press here, and you find the same window that you have in the input to put some delay, but this is the output, okay? So now I delayed my auxiliary 2 of 178 milliseconds. Okay, so once again you press a track, a main or anything, you click assign, and then you see track 1, you press OK, and then you assign the delay like this. Okay? Same thing for the main. If you need to delay your main, you press assign, but the main has a bit more things. I will come back after this, why the main is has more delay. Okay? Any question on this output part? So once again, input, routing, and the masters. Okay. This off panel, you don't need it. The monitoring, again, you don't need it, unfortunately. So you have two buttons that you need to forget. And then there's a wild mode here. So what is this wild mode doing? Let's say if we go to layer 4, okay, we have a bunch of channels here, a lot of channels. The wild mode is a mode where basically you could display all your tracks vertically. So now you don't work with one channel is there, one channel is here now. Okay? So in this mode you can have, for example, all the gain of all my microphones. So let's say here I have 8 mics, okay? So let's patch the 8 mics. I will show you the patch just after. I take 8 microphones that I put to fader 17 patch, okay? Layer 4, fader 17, layer 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, input 2, sorry. Okay, then I get some microphones here, and see I have the gain. So all of them I can test them one by one. I can PFL all of them maybe, or one by one. I say, okay, please talk. Okay, good. Next one. Good. Okay, next one. And I can go like this instead of going in this mode, which is one by one. See, 17, 18, 19, and here I have the gain, which is exactly the same as this one. You see? If I select fader 17.